Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. And subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light only, with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time, okay? So this is a Saturn reading, and I only have like one small little note for Saturn, okay? So I was watching this show called The Bear, okay? You might like that show. It's like a cooking show, not really like a cooking show, but it's about a cook or a chef, okay? And he's great, he's really great. He comes up with all these different ideas, and he's really willing to go out to different countries and learn new ways of doing things and things like that. But anyways, I don't know, something happens and he ends up back in his hometown, putting this, fixing his family restaurant or whatever, and he ends up updating it to a restaurant, whereas it was before like some sort of like cheesesteak type of shop, and but where he came from, like he had went through this very extensive chef training, where they talked to him like shit, and he went through a lot of trauma. He had a lot of things that he was dealing with. He would have a lot of flashbacks to that time where he was doing such that training, and he even ran into that guy, okay, which is what Saturn was having me think about before I push record. He even ran into like the main chef that really like shitted all over him during his training and made him scrub, the floor with toothbrushes and all these different things. This man had caused so much trauma for him, but he was not seeing the bright side. He was never looking at the chef that he became. He just had this, nonstop spin going on in his head that he could not retreat from. He like trapped himself in a cycle of thinking about the ways that that man tore him down. He didn't let it, the fact that he came through that become something that made him feel confident in who he was and what he was doing. Of course, he felt very confident in his work because he was very well trained, but that was the only place where he really felt level headed. And even after a while, it started to like affect him. He was like sleepwalking and having nightmares and doing all kinds of crazy things, So I feel like when it comes to you and the things in your life, there's a need for you to really do that, don't spin out about it so much. Have the self-confidence to stand your ground and really take a look at yourself. I'm hearing, take a look at me now. There's just an empty space, and there's nothing left here to remind me. Just a memory of your face. Okay, so I don't know, maybe this energy of you wanting to like show people who you are, show people how far you've come, show people how much you've changed, and the way that you have progressed along your journey. But at the same time, it's like you're not even acknowledging the change that you've made along this journey. So maybe there's something for you to think about. You're not even looking at the power that you have stepped into, and not looking at how powerful the intentions that you set for your life and for the things to happen are going. So really take the time to acknowledge the blessings and abundance that have come into your life, and make sure that you have much trust in the divine, because where they're leading you is to this beautiful place of joy and contentment. Now is a great time for you to be taking action and doing what needs to be done in order for you to finally get to that place where you want to be. Archangel Raphael saying, I said Archangel Raphael saying, but okay, I guess Archangel Raphael saying stuff in here, okay? Archangel Raphael, with this healing energy, I feel like he's offering you a more healing way of looking at the things that maybe you could be having spinning in your head. We got secret dealings coming out at the bottom of this deck, so I feel like also you could be finding out a lot of things that were a secret, and they don't even have to be big things. They could be as small as people revealing their nastiest personality traits to you or whatever. You're just seeing things that I think you just really don't like. But anyways, in that show, there was this sign in one of the kitchens, and it said every second counts, and they all were just standing in the kitchen staring at the sign, and I thought that was so interesting. it's two energies there, one energy of you sort of staring at the clock, you know what I mean? You stare at the clock and it takes forever for that to, for it to change to the next minute because you're staring at it so hard. But it seems like when you don't pay attention to the time, when you're not staring at the clock, you know what I mean? When you're not waiting all of those 60 seconds for it to just change, it seems to change so much faster, even faster than you want it to. So maybe the energy of that, maybe focusing more on what it is that you feel is important or what better things could you be doing with your time rather than focusing on these things that are spinning around in your head that you feel like maybe you don't want to listen, maybe you don't want to listen to it or maybe you don't want to think about it. But Archangel Raphael is coming in to say that those are the things that you need healing, okay? So back to this Saturn energy, it says Saturn is associated with the Roman god Saturn and sometimes with Father Time. I love that. Okay, it says Saturn is often called the hard task master, probably because Saturn pushes us to feel ambition, set and achieve goals, and create secure lives. When we undertake these tasks, we usually learn important lessons through facing challenges. And also the other energy, because I said I'm getting two energies from that every second counts energy. The other energy is like every second counts, every moment, every beautiful moment is a blessing. It is something to be enjoyed, and maybe you're not going to enjoy every moment, but it's like, are you getting over the fact that you didn't enjoy the last moment, or are you letting that moment ruin your entire day, or are you letting these different moments that you're having with certain people or in certain situations, is this something that's weighing so heavy on your mind that you just can't get over it? Like, are you having a hard time getting over that people are pretending like they don't see you in your progress? Are you having a hard time getting over, the secret dealings that then came out that you found out? Are you having a hard time with finding the joy and contentment after you have absorbed the lesson? Or are you still feeling like, things are happening to you, like you're still getting kicked in the ass, like you're being this beautiful tempered earth angel and giving out the best that you can, you know what I mean, and trying to move forward in life and trying to uphold your own potential, but still everyone else still gets to be assholes and still gets to act, you know what I mean? Like, are you feeling that this is not fair type of energy? Archangel Raphael wants you to really focus on that with him and really heal that, in order to move forward in your career, in your work, in whatever it is that you are meant to focus on, even if it's just, the little moments that you have with your children or whatever you're going through in life. Like, this energy of you embracing divine time and really looking at every second like it is a blessing, like it is something that you are so grateful to have that you don't even have time to be mad at bitches for long periods of time. Or to the point where you just don't even get mad or upset even a little bit. That's definitely something I'm still working on personally, is how I emotionally react to things and how I control my own self. Because at the end of the day, you can't control anyone else. Only thing you could do is be the best balanced version of yourself that you could possibly be. And like I said, that shit ain't always easy. It's definitely something that I'm currently still working on, okay? So just be very honest with yourself, and call on Archangel Raphael if there's anything that you do need. So what's the overall energy, Saturn? We got innocence, okay? Look through fresh eyes, okay? And this is pretty much what I'm saying. Like, there's a need for you to look at yourself through these fresh eyes, I think. Like, maybe you feel like you're still where you are or whatever. Maybe you feel like you're being mean or you're being nasty or you're, acting in a way where you should be ashamed. But no, I feel like, you're a person at the end of the day, and you have to be very aware of that, and just try not to overthink everything or try to let things bother you so much. We got Hunter would stay with the process. So don't give up on yourself and don't give up on what it is that you're trying to manifest. It says thought to form. So you're bringing beautiful things from thought to, actually seeing it in your real life. But there's a need for you to be very flexible and to stretch the limits of what you think is possible and also to stop the spin. and to use your discernment and take a much closer look at certain things and certain happenings and certain situations that you find yourself in, And sometimes it feel like this, like you just a damn clown out here improvising and just making shit up as you go along, but really it's not that. Everything that you do really truly is very divinely guided. And there's a reason why you're going through everything that you go through in every second of every day. Spirit looks at every moment, every second as something that's counting. They're saying, like, in the spiritual realm, a second is like so long, you know? So just like how it is when you're staring at the clock and you're waiting for it to change to that next minute. So just like, please try to like uphold your innocence in things and really trust in yourself and in your journey and in the way that you're walking, and don't look at yourself like, just because you can't stop thinking about something, or just because you're still needing to do some healing, that you're doing things wrong in any type of way. Like, you're doing it right. Okay, we got crabs in a barrel competition. So you definitely could be having other people trying to pull you down to that vibration, to where you think about yourself the way that they think about you, to where they feel like you ain't shit, you ain't all that, you ain't got it going on, you ain't innocent. You deserve to have a whole bunch of people be shitty to you. Okay, we got hitman, assassin. Okay, could be people that try to hire a hitman. Okay, we got the West, we got Aquarius, and we got Luciferian under the West. Okay, so you definitely could be dealing with these types of energies. You could be an Aquarius, or someone else could be an Aquarius. But I feel like at the end of the day, like, nobody could drag you down or take you anywhere. And there's definitely no such thing as competition. And you're just dealing with a bunch of hit dogs that's definitely gonna holler every time they get hit. They say, woof. It says, and they got a fetish for enjoying watching others suffer. This could be people that you ghosted, cut off, or walking away from, or just ignoring because they're just so stupid with those negative energies. Okay, we got Virgo. I feel like you're very focused on what it is that you want to do in life. You could be a spiritualist, but you don't have to. Look, your psychic reader certified under that. So you can definitely be a spiritualist. Okay, like me. What's the rest of this overall energy? But I feel like try to stay as far away from competition energy as possible. You ain't got to compete with no damn body. Nobody can ever take your place or be you or nothing. It don't matter how much they try to act like you, look like you, talk like you, walk like you. They'll never be you. And also avoid people who try to pit you against other people. You know what I mean? Like they so important, you need to compete for their fucking attention. Fuck them and their attention. Nigga, what else? That's take charge and action, but it came out for the overall energy for Archangel Metatron, so that's why I'm pulling another one. We got romance and connection. You could be definitely attracting a romantic connection to you, okay? Somebody could know the person that want to be romantically involved with you and be trying to take all the action they could take to keep you from meeting that person. Okay, we got blessings and abundance, and we got to take a step back. I feel like now is the time for you to just really worry about yourself. Like, just have tunnel vision. Like, just don't even look at what other people are doing or whatever, because I feel like they're just like with that improvisation cards. Okay, they just like clowns over here making it up as they go along. Okay, trying to just input sabotage here, whenever they can. So just don't even worry about it. Just try to contain. I didn't mean to say contain, but try to maintain that beautiful romance for life and that connection that you have with the divine. It says angels of romance are swirling around your life at this time, ushering in positive, uplifting, and heartfelt experiences to remind you that love is real. Allowing yourself to be romanced, to receive, and to experience a true connection is important at this time. It is likely that your heart space is opening up, and any barriers or shields that have been in place are falling away. If you find yourself scared or uptight about romance, know that this is not only a sign that you would like to experience it, but also that it is something that your energy system really needs. Your angels are guiding you to begin seeing yourself as loving and deserving of love. Know that you have so much goodness and light to offer others and the world. You are also being encouraged to know that the world wants to see you, to know you, and to understand your heart. All of this is only possible with your permission. Why not give it now, you know? So you could be working on attracting romance and love, you know, but that's why I said the romance for life and the connection with the divine, you know, because I feel like it's not really just centered on that romantic love. Of course, you know, it's this, the energy is there, but I feel like this is more about you just being open to love in general. You know what I mean? Maybe people don't show you a lot of love or whatever, and maybe you feel like you don't deserve it, but that's why this innocence and looking through fresh eyes came. Like, you give out so much love. You're a beautiful energy and you definitely deserve love, baby. It says the energy of romance is increasing in your life at this time. If you're already in a relationship, this could mean that you have an opportunity to connect more deeply and share intimacy and love. If your relationship hasn't been the main focus of priority, my bad, if your relationship hasn't been the main focus or priority of your heart for a while, your angels are encouraging you to make time for it. If you have a new relationship unfolding or there's the potential for a new relationship to unfold, angels will help for a new relationship to unfold. Okay, it says angels will, my bad, I went back a line. Okay, it says angels will help you move forward with it now. Call on divine love from the universe. Invite it to open up your heart, and then be willing to receive interest and love from others. Whatever the reason for this card appearing, this is a time to enjoy and be enjoyed in a loving way, you know? So definitely this energy of you attracting a lover or even maybe a friend, you know, that's going to really appreciate you for who you really truly are and not try to paint this picture of who they think you are and then hate that. Okay, not trying to be in no competition with you. It says don't be afraid to take charge or be strong at this time. Sometimes we have to take control in order to be respected or honored. If you feel that your current situation is moving in a direction that isn't serving you, your joy, or your purpose, the message of this card is to put your foot down now. You don't have to be aggressive, but you do need clarity now. And unless you step in, it won't unfold. So set a good example, respect yourself, lead rather than being led. If you're wondering whether to make the next move in a particular situation, this card encourages you to do so. Often, angels find it difficult to support us fully unless we make the first move. Meet them halfway now by showing your commitment to moving forward, you know. And for some of you guys, that could be, you know, moving forward in any part of life, you know. And also, there's this energy of like, if you like someone or if you want to talk to them, just holler at them, okay? What's the worst thing that they could say, you know? No, for all you know, that could be the love of your life, you know, that you just been hanging back, you know, you've been like low key wasting all of this time, you know, and you and them could have been cupcaking and being all together, you know. Like, just don't let your nerves get the best of you, you know, and know that everything happens for a reason. Like I said, every single second counts. So, like, why would you want to, you know, spend less seconds with the person or people that you love that really truly love you around you, you know? Like, don't be afraid to like go for it, you know. Like, I feel like with this views of the ego energy, you know, you might feel like that people will judge you for like making the first move or whatever, you know, but it's like that's just your ego trying to talk you out of doing something that would probably be very good for you, you know. So don't be afraid to like take a little leap of faith and like try. Okay, what else? We got seven of forces with balance, you know. The seven of forces is that seven of cups energy. I feel like so many different illusions have been cleared up for you and a lot of balance is coming into the situation. And but I did say secret dealings coming out was at the bottom of the deck, you know. So lots of secrets could be being revealed around you. Even if you don't see them, I feel like a lot of secrets being revealed in this law office, because that's what this looked like with these scales in here and all of these papers You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of papers and scrolls and a lot of law books in these cabinets, you know. So definitely a lot of illusions being shattered, you know. A lot of people's protection going out of the window. We got Uriel and the Sphinx, okay? Um, which gives me that more of that energy of you changing your mind, you being much more open to a lot of the knowledge that spirit tries to bring into you, you know. I think that you would love life a lot more if you just opened up a little bit more and dropped the concept of competition altogether, because competition is such a fake thing. It just really doesn't exist, and it only works if two or more people participate. You can't compete with yourself. And so that's why it's important to drop that energy of competition, because anyone competing with you outside of you ends up competing with themselves. You know, they like just hitting themselves. I told y'all already. Okay, what else? We got initiation, okay, and the Count Saint Germain. So you could be going through some sort of violet flame initiation at this time, you know, helping you to get more accustomed to clearing out negative energies within yourself, even if those energies are just the way that you're looking at yourself or the way that you perceive yourself. I feel like even if you are trying to attract love, you know, there's still just like spirit wants you to love yourself a little bit more for a time, you know, to really learn to appreciate you and the energies that you bring to the world, you know. I think you still just don't see yourself and how amazing you are, you know. You don't see the innocence about you. All you see is everything that you've been through and every negative reaction or every negative situation that you ever been through. You don't see the beautiful light that shines from within you. And that's really important to you and to your journey and where you're meant to go. You're not going to get anywhere until you see that within yourself, okay? We got the master artisan with the 8 of Keys or the 8 of Swords, you know. I feel like taking all of these mental entrapments of the past and using them as your stepping stones or as your building blocks to build the real vision of who you truly are. Taking all of those things you've been through, all of those negative decisions you made, and all of those ways that you changed, and building yourself up to this place where you get a higher perspective on you and who you are. We got the King of Scrolls, okay? With this King of Wands energy, you know, who you truly are at a core level is a beautiful leader. Someone who has the ability to not only inspire yourself, but to inspire others. Someone who's full of ideas and epiphanies and just so much beautiful creative energy. But it's up to you to allow that to shine through, you know. And if you're too shy or too reserved when it comes to taking charge and action, you know, sometimes it can be an issue. We got the King of Forces also, because you're this beautiful, emotionally intelligent person. And it's like you're so aware, you know, of everyone else and how they feel and how, you know, they think about you and how they're going through life, and you want to be there, you want to be supportive, you know. But spirit's saying like you can't be supportive of them until you use that emotional intelligence to continue to heal yourself, you know. With that, that's why Archangel Raphael came. What else? We got the 7 of Scrolls, okay, or the 7 of Wands, okay. So 77 energy. I feel like, you know, your abundance is here, you know, your balance is here, and you're very good at standing your ground. But it's like in between these two sevens is all of this, you know, learning how to properly utilize your knowledge and learning how to build, you know, from the things that you feel like you would rather not ever talk about again or ever think about again, you know, and learning how to transmute what you don't need and having that be still this beautiful, solid foundation that you stand on and lead with, you know. And you're so capable. You really got this. And then we got intricacies. 7 of Scrolls says intricacies in industry, you know. I feel like you really have been paying attention to the details of yourself, you know. I'm not trying to say, you know, like trying to discount the work that you've done thus far at all. I'm just saying, like, to change your perspective on yourself and maybe realize that you don't have to stand your ground so much. Like, stand your ground in the moments where you need to, in the seconds where that's called for, and learn how to drop your guards, you know, the rest of the time. It says caught in the ruins right here at the bottom of the deck. You know, you could be feeling a little bit trapped, feeling like you're caught, you know, or like shit always goes left for you because there's always somebody trying to compete with you or trying to tear you down when all you're doing is trying to grow with this spring energy. But really, with this Oracle of Delphi energy, you're in a whole nother type of school at this time. Okay, you're being prepared and taught from so many different hierophant type of energies in the spiritual realm. Okay, like so many ascended masters are guiding you and with you and helping you to grow. It's really beautiful. So don't look at yourself like you're trapped or like you're incapable of standing your ground, or like, you know, looking at the details of the things that you do or the way that you move and feeling like you've done something wrong, you know, in whatever industry that you might be in, or, you know, in whatever situation that you might find yourself in. You really do your best, and that's all that really can be asked of you. With the Six of Forces, you know, and the waterfall, I feel like it's really important for you to just let these happenings of the past, like, you know, sort of fall off the edge. You know, at the bottom of the waterfall, it's a little rough right there, but when you come out a little bit more, it's always, you know, this nice, calm, cool, serene type of area, you know. And I think that this is where you've gone through, you know. But when you're at the top of that waterfall, you know, it can be very rocky, and, you know, it's all crazy, and, you know, the energy is just building and it's crazy, and things are moving very fast, you know. And you even feel like, you know, you're going to lose your life going over that edge, you know. But I think that you really do got this. You know, I feel like you're an expert swimmer. I feel like this ain't the first waterfall that you've gone off of, and it's not going to be the last, you know. So just always remember to come back to that calm place and to, like, just really release anything that doesn't serve you, because Spirit's trying to help you to clear the way in a major way. And you're doing it, you know. But there's a need for you to be just like a little bit more aware of the lessons, you know, or changing your perspective to, like, pick up that lesson sooner. But you are the star, baby. Also, you get so much cosmic communication, you know, that comes through you, that you pour out into this world. Okay, you're tempered, like I said. And what is the Seven of Forces? We got the moon. Okay, I don't know, maybe it could be you worrying a little bit about the things that you don't know, but really you also have this very strong intuition. And the more that you heal yourself and you feel balanced and you believe that there is no competition or no illusions that could ever stop you, the more things get exposed in your favor. What's Uriel and the Sphinx? Okay, the devil. Like, using this knowledge that you have, this understanding of how things go and how things are meant to pan out for you, to help you unchain from things that are no longer serving you or that don't do you no good. Like, you have unchained the fire within you, but also the fertility within you. And there's a need for you to, like, transmute what's initiation and the Count Saint Germain, the Fool. Okay, more of that energy of going off of a cliff, which I find funny, you know. I really never looked at the Six of Forces like a fool type of energy, but I mean, it kind of is. Like, the fool has heard God, you know, with the sun shining on him. Okay, the fool has heard God, and it's like, okay, you said jump off that cliff, over there. All right, like, yeah, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna recover, and everything's going to be great, you know. And so I feel like you're really listening to these types of things that Spirit's telling you, even if it feels like, you know, this horrible, crazy thing, or even if it's something that's really mentally taxing. Like, they're really teaching you how to take these negative experiences and turn them into something bigger and brighter that's going to be great in your future. What's the Eight of Keys? And you could be getting a little bit frustrated, okay, with the Hanged One coming out. It came out kind of crossing. Excuse me. Why is it crossing? I feel like you could be stuck in between these two different energies, you know. Like sometimes you feel enlightened and sometimes you feel trapped, which I totally feel like is a normal thing for this journey, you know. But that's why you do all of that time where you build up from the things that you've been through, you know. That's why you have all, okay, the high priestess. This is why spirit brings you all of the things that they bring you, you know, so that you're able to grow from there. What's the Eight of Keys and the Hanged One? We got the Six of Cups, okay? More of that past energy. It's like something going on with the past that makes you feel like, ugh, I'm always going to be, you know, stuck in this place with these fucking old people that have expired, that have run their course. Or I'm always going to be getting to this place where I build up this much and then everybody wants to come tear me down. And that might be true. But if you change your mentality to one where these stupid past energies have no effect on you, then it will really be something that becomes true, okay? Continue to take charge and action and continue to have that love for life and just focus on your connection with God. And you don't got to worry about no competition ever. What's the King of Scrolls? Or worry about anybody tearing you down, because at the end of the day, they don't have the power. It don't matter what they do. They don't have the power, okay? Judgment. Like I said, the more that you lead, the more that you stand up for yourself, the more that you exercise your power in a responsible way, that's the more that you call in this judgment for these hoes, okay? What's the King of Forces? The Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? So there could be some very nasty Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? That's really working as a team with some folks trying to take you down, okay? We got the Nine of Cups, okay, and the Three of Pentacles. So they're laying out these plans, okay? Look, they're laying out these plans, this blueprint, trying to figure out how they're going to get this wish fulfillment. They watch you very closely, too. Oh, they feeling like this. Let me do this magic. Oh, they looking like that. Oh, yes, it's working. Spirit love to make it look like it's working. It ain't gonna ever work, okay? What's the Seven of Scrolls? They could be this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just Queen of Wands, just nasty co-energy in reverse. That's what the Queen of Wands represent, okay? This bitch and is working with some Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because the King of Forces is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Wow, look at the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's the facts, okay? What they own? They on that crab in the barrel shit, okay? With the Five of Swords, they can't let shit go. That's not your problem. Take the swords you got left and move on, and know you're innocent in the shit. Continue to take the actions you need to take. What's the Seven of Scrolls? The Ace of Pentacles, okay? And that's how that's the best way to really stand your ground. You don't ever have to show and prove shit to nobody. All you gotta do is be your beautiful, fabulous self. And they just be like, ugh, oh, I hate that. Look at the sun. They gonna get exposed for that bullshit every time. Sorry if I laugh loud in your ear, but I can't with the cards and how they be talking, okay? I feel like, okay, here's more. Look at this. Stuck in fifth dimension, okay? It's like sometimes you feel hella fifth dimensional, and sometimes you just feel like you stuck, like you in traffic, like you're just sitting here waiting, you know what I mean? But it's like there could be a lot of things going on in your community that spirit is trying to take care of, you know? You could be spending a lot of time in solitude and feeling like, oh, nothing ever is going to change, like, don't feel like that, baby. It's just you're on a hidden path. You on a different path that nobody ain't ever walked, okay? I mean, somebody walked a path similar to it, but nobody ever walked the path because they didn't walk it with your energy. They didn't walk it with you. They didn't walk it as you. So it's not the same path. It's a different path. It's a hidden path that's only open to you. It's special access, baby. I feel like these people in denial, okay? We got appreciate and we got mirroring. They don't appreciate you mirroring their ass the way you keep doing either. What's the Seven of Forces and the Moon? We got settling, okay? And we got surrender. So there's this energy of you not feeling like, oh, well, I guess I'll just be here forever. You know what I mean? Like, surrender to the divine and let them make those moves in your life, and don't settle for shit. Don't settle for nothing that don't serve you, that you don't want, that ain't a part of your plan, okay? What's the Uriel and the Sphinx and the devil? We got vibration, okay? It's like you're unchaining from these old ways of thinking, from the old you that told you you needed to settle in order to step more into that expansive energy. And you're going through a major initiation at this time. So take the leap of faith that Spirit's asking you to take with them. What's initiation and the Fool? We got the springtime, okay? So you're definitely experiencing some beautiful growth, okay? I love tulips, so I'm gonna tell you the tulip symbolism. It's got pink tulips. So it says tulips have many meanings, including love, rebirth, and new beginnings, okay? It says pink symbolizes affection, care, good wishes, and love, you know? So just try to give as much of that as you can. It also represents renewal and the cycle of life, you know? It says the tulip was considered something of a good luck symbol at the time, so much so that it was used far more prolifically in everyday life, okay, than say like the rose or whatever. But I feel like this is the kind of energy you're in this beautiful renewal, you know, not holding on to no old stuff type of energy. And that's why you get to sit in the energy of innocence, because you just be minding your own business. When you get poked, then you are a bear. What's the Eight of Keys and the Six of Cups and the Hanged One? Okay, hesitation. And this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like you're letting your past and the things that you've been through with people before, or it says past heartbreak, broken trust, afraid to move forward, you know? Don't let that fear take over you. Surrender that fear to the divine. That's to be transmuted, because that fear will have you in a place where you don't excel, where you don't succeed. And that's exactly where this Queen of Wands in reverse and that King of Forces want your ass to be at, okay? What's the King of Forces in the Judgment? I mean, it's King of Scrolls in the Judgment, the fifth dimension, okay? So this is what I'm saying. It says intuitive communication. You are connected at the soul level. Like I said, you are a leader. And the more you unlock this beautiful intuitive communication with the divine and call in this judgment for these folks, the more powerful you become. The more of a leader you show yourself to be. And it's really a problem. Once the King of Forces, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Wands in reverse, fertility, okay? That's what they want. They want that fertile energy. They want these fresh ideas. They want to manifest. They want to pretend like they experience growth. They want to plant your seeds. That's what it says. It say plant your seeds. They want to plant your seeds and see some shit grow. But they not holding on and expressing the fruits of the spirit out into the world. What's the Seven of Scrolls and the Ace of Pentacles? They can't plant your seeds. And they thumb ain't green anyway. Sacred space, okay? So when it comes to your sacred space, be very serious about that. Make sure that you commune with your own divinity and commune with the divine as much as possible. And keep your mind as clear as you can. And like I said, don't even waste your time trying to be in no competition with nobody. Okay, when it comes to relationships, I feel like, nigga, if I gotta compete with her, she can have you. Period. If I gotta compete with her, she can have your ass. I don't want you because you don't want me. And I seen no, okay? Learn how to say no to folks. Tell their ass no. No. You're gonna see them act hella ugly when you tell them no. What's the final thought on this? I seen deceit. I see hostilities. Don't worry about the deceit and the hostilities, you know. At the end of the day, they can't touch you. They might irritate you, make you a little frustrated, but at the end of the day, that shit don't affect you. Don't be afraid to walk away. And like I said, tell they ass no. And keep being this beautiful angel of love and know that you don't have nothing to fear. And sometimes when it comes to past people, that very hesitation about dealing with them is the thing that's saving your ass, okay? We got a woman holding a heart that came out last time. What's the final thought on this? We got the fourth chakra with Archangel Raphael. That's perfect. That is perfect, you know. Like there's so much beautiful healing that we're doing individually, but also as a collective, you know. And the energy can be a bit crazy, and a lot of people really don't know how to deal with it. And because they're so detached from themselves, they choose hate, they choose nastiness, they choose the most negative energies they can choose. They choose to tear another one down when they could be using all that energy to boost themselves up and get somewhere. It says love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place, okay? It says the tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others, okay? You don't need them to talk nice to you. You can talk nice to yourself. And it feels just as good and is much more effective because you're actually tapped into the divine. It says, know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. Ooh, it's perfect. It says, now that's the reverse meaning, but there's an affirmation here, I think. Yep, it says, my heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love, you know, and that's that's what I was saying with that romance and connection. That's gorgeous, you know. It says, meditate on the increasing light in your heart center and call on Raphael to help bring healing and clarity there. Love yourself and give yourself the approval you used to need from others. The healing will take place and happiness will always return, you know. So even if you find yourself feeling like this, you know, feeling, you know, stuck between a rock and a hard place and feeling like, oh, I'll never get out of here. Oh, woe is me. Oh, I guess I'll just settle. I guess I'll never leave this town. I guess, you know, I'll never find love. I guess I'm always going to be, you know, being, you know, having these people trying to compete with me or whatever, you know. Don't think about it like that. Just find the lesson, find what's important, and realize that sometimes certain things pop up just to show you what you're healing from right now, you know. Like it really is like something I heard, like fast and loose, you know what I mean? Spirit tends to play it real fast and loose sometimes. And it just don't always make sense at first, but if you just be patient and bring yourself back to center, always come back to your sacred space and have that time with them, then they really do explain to you and lay it out what's really going on. So ain't no secrets, okay? Okay, look. And that's the real door to value. Going within and doing the healing work that needs to be done for you to like really be centered and to stay focused on the task at hand. So with that, I'm done, my lovers. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, okay? That you got something that you need out of this. And I will see you later, my love. Bye.